Hello and welcome. We are here at etnow.in Business Conclave and Awards 2025. Today we have with us Mr. Bhavin Shah, Group Editor of Latin Manharlal. Hi sir, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
So my first question would be, what inspired you to get into this journey of wealth creation and financial services?
So I think I'll go back about 15 years back, and while I was attending some event, and I happened to have an interaction with a lot of people, and being from the finance background, investment savings is in our blood of the Indian culture, right? So being into this field and industry, what I felt that I realized that there is a lot of scope, number one, and where the other thing is that the financial literacy, what you and me as individuals, as retail investors carry, I found that it was a shocking thing that why not get into this and try to spread a word, try to educate people what's the right way of investing, and purely from that was a trigger point that if we are able to educate and spread a word of financial literacy, spread the awareness how to invest, I think it can improvise a lot of financial well-being for a lot of families in our country. And that's what I joined this group called Latin Manharlal as the second generation. I've myself been into this business space for almost 18 years now, and so that's how.
So my second question would be, like you've spoken about financial literacy, and the financial literacy here in India was really backward in terms of when you look at it globally. People just knew that we have to save money. Nobody knew that you could invest and grow money on the money would grow on its own. So what was the challenge that your company would have faced in bringing this transition?
So, as you rightly said, because only 3 to 5% of the population is exposed to the investment capital markets, where a lot of investment instruments like equity, mutual funds, and all are available. We also heard a lot of them saying that, like you rightly said, we know to save money. That's in our DNA of as a culture in India, but where the money has to grow and work for you. It has to multiply and thing. So when once you start interacting with a lot of investors, a lot of mid-age group, that is where they also come to know that okay, this is how, because stock markets, capital markets have always unfortunately been perceived as a quick money making instrument, more like a speculation, gambling. So investing in it, staying for a longer time, and that is where the wealth creation can happen, was probably not communicated in the right way, where people didn't have that perception towards it. And I think our BFSI space, financial industry, capital markets, on all these authorities are playing a very, very good role by creating this, spreading this awareness. Intermediaries like us are fortunate to be a part of it and trying to spread that awareness that it's not only savings, but once you start investing, you have a longer journey where, while you are busy with your own setup of jobs and businesses, busy in your own lives, this money is also simultaneously working for you, and where you can do a lot of financial goal planning, retirement planning, which are the different goals which you can't differ, you can't escape. So initially we faced a lot of challenges in terms of, no, because I lose money, because people had a lot of bad experiences. But then educating, it takes some time. But I think with patience, people are now realizing, and of course it's been evident enough that in the industry, mutual fund sahi hai, investor awareness programs, investor education sessions, I think is playing a very big role in. So now people are gradually trying to get the right perspective that stock market, capital markets, different avenues, instruments are really, really playing a very big role in wealth creation and meeting my long-term financial goals. What it is leading to is getting you more comfortable from financial insecurity, right? It's probably getting you more financially secured because people have seen meeting their financial goals where markets have been supportive. If there is a right guidance and a right way, things have been deployed in the right proportion.
So when we talk about right guidance, one question is, in this digital age, there's a lot of content around financial markets and investing. There are many influencers who are there, and there are people who are scamming others as well. So what should one see when they are, trusting someone with their money? What are the qualities of a financial advisor, or a person who would manage the money really well should be?
So I think that's a very relevant, important question, and like you rightly pointed, today with the help of a lot of influencers and everything going around, it's also good and it's also bad at the same time. If as a listener or a viewer, or if as an investor, I need to first of all stay absolutely away from herd mentality, which even before the digital era we've been saying that if my fellow friend has told me that I invested into this product or a scheme, you also put it, आप भी डाल दो या चलो ठीक है मैंने कल जाके डाल भी दिया ठीक है, because I know my friend that he is. But what one forgets is that whether that product or an investment instrument is suitable for your own self or not, whether your risk appetite might not be same as his, your investment objective or a financial goal might not be same as his. So what becomes very important is assess your own stage of investment journey, and what one should very, very importantly look at, whether any advisors or intermediaries, are they certified? There are a lot of accreditations available by the respective authorities in our industry. So certified, do they have respective certifications? How old they have been in the system? How many market ups and downs they have seen? Which makes you more pro at different scenarios in the market, and how to kind of play around such scenarios. So curating every investor is different in its nature. So every investment portfolio and advice is going to be unique in its own nature. Like how you go to a doctor and there are 4 patients, right? Everyone is suffering from cold and cough and fever, but the reason for cold, cough, fever can be different. One can have viral, one can have malaria, one can have just allergic. So the one medication what a person is having may not be suitable for everyone. Similarly, it's also investments. We are as advisors and managers, we call ourselves as financial doctors. That if you tell us your problems, your need, we can curate and get you a right medication for that. We can probably make you better in a situation.
So coming to curation, now that technology has evolved so much, how is that helping you curate a portfolio for a person with a low risk profile or a high risk profile? What is the role it's playing?
See, technology is certainly playing a role in terms of improvising the productivity and efficiency. But end of the day, we are all lived in a universe where we are highly pampered, protected, and hand-holded till the last edge. So everyone is utilizing technology to its extent where required. At the same time, some human touch, because an investor needs a human hand-holding, to understand their problems. And at the same time, at the back, we try to utilize technology to improvise the efficiency and productivity. But of course, the parameters and the mindset and the experience we have to feed in. And that's how then we try to use the blend of, it's like an hybrid version, using the technology and the human's expertise. Being into the industry for almost 30, 40 plus years now, you've seen a lot of ups and downs, how markets have impacted the portfolios. So we try and use the hybrid version of technology plus humans intelligence experience. We want to factor in that as much as possible and customize the solution for the investors.
So say I'm a newbie in the market right now. I want to invest my money, but I don't know anything about the market. So where should I go and invest? What do you advise to your people?
See, I think I always try to break the retail investor or any investor into 3 phases. One is your schooling phase, then is your graduation phase, and then is your post-graduation phase. What typically happens is schooling phase is like savings and bit of bank savings and FDs and all of that. After that, you are now accustomed and experienced with your savings getting converted into investing. Then you step onto, through help of right advisors and all of that, mutual funds. Because mutual funds is something that, there is a professional fund manager managing your little money with his expertise, where you don't need to have your intervention as to of picking, choosing stock, buying, entry, exit, and all of that. So that is your college days, like graduating. And now that throughout that journey, you've got a bit of pulse of the market movements, your portfolio going a bit up and down, and all of that pulse. And then you go for a post grad. It's like going for equity stocks, right? Because you have a bit of pulse of market volatility and movements. You've seen some drawdowns and some rising in your markets. So I think as a fresher, it's first time new entrant, mutual fund is the best place. Because there are professional people who are managing, they have the expertise of 30-40 plus years. They are day in and out focused only managing your money, trying to meet your financial goals. So mutual fund has to start with a lot of options like SIPs, your monthly installments. Then there are options like even lump sum investments, doing STPs. So personally advising you or your age group, I think mutual fund is the way and the best way to start with. So you start graduating, then you pursue your postgrads where you pick up your equity stocks, build your quality, healthy equity long-term portfolios, keep some 10-20% to dabble and get a thrill of market movements, trading and all of that. At last, it's like doing a PhD. It's like then there are a lot of structured products, PMSs, AIFs and all of that. But I think the best way to start is mutual fund SIP.
So my last question, this is the last question, but that has two parts. One is what is a right ratio of an emergency fund? And the second question is, say I got my salary. Now, how do I, what is the ratio for my salary, like expenses, then investments and savings? What should be the right ratio?
I think you've already answered, and you've been fortunately, I'm listening a very positive thing. You are already aware that it is savings minus the expense. Then you have the investments, which is savings, and then the spending, splurging, meeting your desires. So there is no such thumb rule, but on an average, minusing your fixed expenses, if you are able to in your early career stages of building portfolios, on an average anywhere between 35 to 40%, 45%, if you are able to invest. Because why I would say a 40% maybe sounds little higher, I would say even 50%, but that has to cover the insurance aspect also, because that's very, very important. Insurance are unfortunately perceived until before COVID as only a mandatory tax saving instrument or a complete saving instrument and not like a risk management instrument. So in your overall percentage allocation, about 2 to 5%, a ballpark figure, again it will always vary from case to case. Insurance has to be there along with your other investments like mutual funds and whichever other instruments are advisable case to case. And then with whatever amount you are left, you can buy an iPhone or probably go for a trip. That is very trending. We want to explore world as a new age. One can actually do a financial planning for your trip, for buying an iPhone.
I think that's there with everyone.
Everyone.
I think because if I want to buy an iPhone, I'll have to start saving now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's how you build it.
Yes.
Having said the insurance part, do you think ULIPs is a good option, or insurance and stocks should be kept separately?
Like I said, insurance is absolutely for a different purpose. It's from taking care of the financial insecurities to take care of your family in your absence, and investments is absolutely different. So always try and keep investments and insurances both, treat it separately. There are a lot of options as products, like you said, ULIPs and all of that. There are a lot of guaranteed plans. So I think it's about structuring and curating it depending on your need, because there are lots of ifs and buts, even buying an insurance policies or any products. So I think if it's well thought and if it's well chosen, I think you'll be close to meeting your goal in terms of your investment journey.
I have some rapid fire questions for you. Your go-to financial news source?
ET Wealth.
And the best financial advice that you have received in your career or in your personal life?
Start saving early and start investing early.
Okay.
From my parents, all our parents, always we are, in the land of saving. So while I was studying, I've started, saving a penny.
Yeah.
And I remember those days that, when I was in college, I had a good handsome amount of like 25,000, which was a very big amount that time. And even I have a kid, my son also have started investing at the age of 10.
Yeah.
So I think
That's great.
it's in our blood.
One habit that has been key to your professional growth?
Discipline.
Definitely. Even in investing, you need discipline.
Yes.
And a favorite quote on wealth or success? Or maybe you can just name a book that you probably want to recommend.
Psychology of Money.
Perfect. And a last question, 3 words to define your leadership style.
Patience, discipline, and consistency.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really
Thank you
good
so much.
talking.
Thank you for having me over.
Thank you.
And I think it's a great thing as a show, as a platform ET has been doing and reaching out to so many experts, getting them together and probably taking the platform ahead.
Yeah, thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you so much.